This is number 4 on the chapter 11, part 2 exam review. And in all of these, they are wanting us to find a coefficient for whatever's going on in our polynomial. So with 4a here, what they really want us to do is they want us to remember what's going on for sine. Remember, sine is the odd, so sometimes I just start with writing that just to remind myself. This one I wouldn't really write the nth term because it's asking me to stop at a certain point, so we can sort of figure out when that's going to be. So again, sine is the odds. I should put an approximately here, so I'm not, since I'm not doing all of it. And sometimes I'll just write like 3 of them here and put dot, 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 and then if I need to add more later. So really we're looking at sine of x cubed, and not even that. We're going to have to take the antiderivative of that. So that becomes x cubed and x cubed cubed. And then this one becomes x cubed to the 5th. So, and then what they're really wanting us to do is to take the antiderivative of this. So that's going to become x to the 4th over 4. And then this is the one that we're really looking at because they're asking for the one that has an x to the 10th. So the negative and the 1 over 3 factorial is constant, and then we're going to get an x to the 10 over 10. And so all of this stuff, including the negative, is part of the coefficient. And sometimes they will just write it just like that. And then sometimes they will actually have it multiplied out. Okay, so for cosine, it's the evens. So again, I'm going to start by just writing and reminding myself what that is, and I'll write about 3 terms, and hopefully that'll be more than enough. Again, I really should put maybe with the dot, dot, dot. Maybe I don't need it. But. Okay, so plugging in the x squared now, still a 1, x squared squared, and then x squared to the 4th. Now they're really looking for that x to the 5th coefficient. So it should be equal here. So antiderivative here. So that's going to become x. And then I have a 1 over 2 factorial, and that's going to become x to the 5th over 5, which is the one they're looking for. So that negative included, and then however that gets simplified. And then on C, they're giving us this one because it is not one that they have expected us to memorize. But we would want to plug some things in here to write it, and then we can see what's going on with it. So really what's happening here is instead of an x right here, we have an x squared. So this should be x squared, that's what this equals, minus x squared squared, and then x squared cubed. And I'm going to stop there because I think that's the one I need. I'm really being asked to take the antiderivative here. So x cubed over 3, and then we have 1/2. And you don't really have to go through the motions with all of these if you know what term is going to turn into the one you're looking for once you have it written. So there's the 1. I just went ahead and wrote the whole thing. So it looks like it's going to be 1 over 21, and it's positive.